Hi, Akwaba. Welcome to the Melanated Kitchen. I am Abna Nyakwan. It's been a while, but we are back and we are back for good. Thank you for liking, subscribing and sharing our program. I hope you've been trying your hands on our various dishes. We are making vegetable soup today, and this is in support of our fast. You can use it to break your fast, or you can use it to end your fast. Any of them goes. Also, for those in the cold countries, this is a very warm dish that it always comes in handy. It's rained a bit today, so we can also have it because it's cold today. So let's go to our kitchen and let's start our vegetable soup.
Akwaba, welcome to the Melanated Kitchen.
Welcome to the Melanated Kitchen. Mold it. These days they mold it, they put it in rubber, a polythene bag,
Scooping out the pumpkin seeds, family.
And it's ready to be eaten. So we dish out our okra stew. Yeah, that looks very yummy, and I just can't wait to dig in. We are ready to start with our vegetable soup. It's just a very simple soup with very simple ingredients, and you will never go wrong with it. So we have our carrots, we have our beans. This is lentils. I normally use the green ones, but I ran out. And then this is my oyster mushrooms. Actually, I bought them dried and I had to pre-soak them. So we have our mushrooms, and then cauliflower, frozen peas, onions, garlic, ginger, and then a little spices like black pepper if you want. And then we have a thickener, which is cassava flour, and this is from Mole Organics. They are a company in Ghana that is making it, so they gave me some to try. So that's what we are using as our thickener. Light my gas, and then I'm using olive oil. You just pour just a little, about a tablespoon of olive oil. We just have a little bit, and we start by just putting in our onions, ginger and garlic. We are not doing too much of the onions, ginger and garlic because we are in the fasting season, and this lowers your sensitivity a bit. You know that even in dogs they are not supposed to take onions because it lowers their sensitivity. So we reduce. I'm just using just a little onions for that reason. But later on you can use a little bit more. But for today we are using just a little bit. So we leave it to fry a bit, and then let me tell you about our ingredients. Carrots. You know what carrots do for you. Are very high in vitamin A. It's a good source of antioxidants, and vitamin A helps you with vision. It's for eyesight. So carrots is always good for the eyes. It's high in vitamin C as well. So always try and have carrots in your food. Our lentils also is a source of protein, and beans gives you, it's high in minerals as well. We have it's also high in vitamins and minerals. Our green beans, frozen peas is high in protein as well. So now we have two sources of protein here. And then the last but not the least that I want to stress on is our mushrooms. Oyster mushrooms are high in antioxidants. They have selenium, helps you fight chronic diseases, and aside that, it also helps build a very strong immune system. So mushrooms, this is for the oyster mushrooms. They help you build a very strong immune system, and the selenium, it helps fight chronic disease. Leave our onions on a bit, and then we just start by throwing in everything. This is a very simple meal, and it doesn't take long to cook. So we add the vegetables that needs to be on for a bit. So we put in cauliflower, and then in goes our carrots. Just leave it, toss it a bit, and whilst it's on, let's just put in salt, just a little salt. I ran out of sea salt, so I'm just using the table salt, and I'm using just a pinch. Then I'm adding a little bit of black pepper. The spices and the salt depends on you. It's as you want it. I'm going to add my mushrooms. You can tell that they are all back. It's now back to its original size. I bought them dry, and I like the dry ones because it stays longer. Now I'm not going to throw the juice away because I'm going to use it again. I'm going to add it to the soup later on. Have this just after you've broken your fast, or just before you start the fast again. It's a very light meal and it's easy to prepare. That's my cassava flour. It's by Mole Organic, and they gave me some to try, so we're going to try it to see how it's going. I've used it for a few things to bake, and it was okay. Didn't have any problem. It didn't change the taste. It didn't change the consistency. So I believe it's good to go. Very soon, I'm sure we're going to see it on the market. It's always good to buy our made in Ghana products, and this is cassava flour, and it's healthier. This is also made in Ghana. So I think it's okay now. I don't want it to stay on for too long, so I pour in my frozen peas. After that, in goes my lentils. On a normal day, I would have used the brown ones or the green ones, but I seem to have run out of a lot of things, so I just took what I can get from my fridge, and that's the yellow ones. So I just leave it on for a bit, and then I'll add my thickener, a little water, and our soup will be almost ready. So this is very refreshing, very warm, and very easy to prepare. So you just have to mix carbohydrates. I normally add my pumpkins or sweet potatoes. You just chop them up and add them to it, but today we're just doing without them. So I just leave it on a bit for 3 minutes and then I'll come back. So whilst I'm waiting, I have my tea. I have my turkey berries that I boiled for just a few minutes, and I pour the juice around it. I'm going to use my turkey berry in my stew. So that's the turkey berries, and you don't throw the water away. So this is my tea, and it's packed with nutrients, with iron. It's very high in iron. When you are anemic, you just boil it and drink it. When we were kids, and in no time your red blood cells will shoot up again. So this I never throw away. I always pour it and sip it, drink it as my tea. So now 3 minutes is up, so we just come back, almost ready. And then I'm pouring in my thickener, that's the cassava flour, and then I'll add a bit of warm water to it, just a little. This is okay. I'm not giving measurements because you just make it in your own way, the way you want it. How thick you want it depends on you, and how runny you want it depends on you. So just a little water will make it do. So we wait a bit for it to simmer, and that's it. You can add, if you have any vegetable stock, you can add to it. This, we are not having any fish to it because we're getting our proteins from the beans. We are getting enough from the vegetables also, but just that you don't want to overcook your vegetables. So you just make sure that it cooks for just a little while, and that's just about it. If you have any stock you want to add, you can add to it also. Let me check if I have any stock. Okay, so I think I have some old stock in the fridge, so I'm just going to add that to it. You can add different kinds of beans to it. You can add whatever you want just to make the soup very nice. And the ginger and the black pepper too also gives it the heat it needs. If you want it more spicy, you can add more. You can add pepper or something, but this is just right. So we leave it on for another 5 minutes, and our soup is ready. So now 5 minutes is up, and our soup is just ready. I just pour in the juice from the mushrooms, and our soup is ready. You can see the veggies, and you can see how thick the consistency. Let me just try a bit. I think we just need to add just a little bit more salt, and that's it. So our soup is ready, and as you can see, the veggies are all fresh and not overdone. So there you go. Our vegetable soup is ready and dished. You see, we have everything we need in there, and as usual, I'm going to have a seat. I'm going to try it and I'm going to tell you how it tastes like. Okay, so let's go to the table. So now to the most important bit, and it's going to the admin team today. We're starting from Elder. It's going to our members, D, Nomhi, Juana, Mama Ntombi. We are just saying thank you for all that you're doing. Let's see how it goes. I have all the ingredients in there. This is nice, and anytime you come, request it and I'm going to make it for you. It's really warm and soothing. You can always add pumpkins to it. You can add sweet potatoes. You can add your wholemeal bread. You can have it with it, and it's very filling. So try it at home and let's hear from you. Any comments, we'll get back to you. Thank you for watching. Until we meet again next week on the Melanated Kitchen, it's bye for now, and stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll meet again. Bye.